In today's GTA Online video, I'll be showing you guys all of the best money methods from the event week. If you guys have seen the event week video, you will already know that we have a really nice bonus, pretty similar to last week. You guys should be able to make millions of dollars pretty quickly. So yeah, without any further ado, let's dive into the first method. For this first money method, we will be starting things off with the weekly challenge. For this event, if you guys complete 5 business resupply missions, this will get you that $100,000 bonus. Now, I was a little bit confused on this one, so I did go ahead and test it, just in case you guys were also confused. The first thing that I tested was actually buying supplies for a business, and for me at least, this does not seem to work. So instead, I went over to another completely different business, and this time around, I stole supplies instead. Once I delivered these supplies back to the meth lab, you will see I now have a 1 out of 5 on the weekly challenge, so it does look like you guys need to steal supplies. However, maybe buying supplies does still work. When you guys purchase supplies, they will take some time to get delivered, so potentially when these supplies get delivered to my acid lab, maybe this will also count. But because of the wording on the weekly challenge where it says missions, I would probably just recommend to you guys to steal supplies first. And of course, the more businesses you guys have, the easier and faster you guys can complete this. On to our next money method, which will be by far the best one to do this week. It will be the Hangar sell missions with some double money and RP. I did not want to wait any longer to show you guys this one. This money method can easily make you guys tons of money. There is only one requirement, and that will be earning a hangar. You can also just buy the cheapest hangar at LSIA, and I would actually suggest doing this because this hangar is an ideal place for spawning your Oppressor Mark II. On my Xbox account, I do have the hangar in the military base, and for some reason when you guys call your Mark II Oppressor there, it just spawns in some really strange places. So to save potentially just a little bit of time and make these crate missions a little bit easier, this in my opinion, it will be the best hangar. In terms of how much money you can make from these sell missions, you'll see in the gameplay with 15 crates, I can make $900,000. And if you guys have never seen the Hangar's interface with the computer, you might be a little bit confused with all of these different cargo types. So to really break this down and make it pretty easy for you, narcotics and chemicals will get you guys the most money, depending on how many you source. And even all of these other cargo types will get you guys a really nice little bonus, as you guys will see on screen. So it really comes down to what you guys want to do. I just really like that 70% bonus that you can get for sourcing full narcotics or chemicals. And because of the bonus money, you guys can make easily nearly $5 million just from doing this. If you wanted to save just a little bit of time, you could maybe source 15 crates of medical supplies and 15 of tobacco and alcohol. That would still make you guys a super nice payout. And if you guys do have a GTA Plus membership, you'll be absolutely blessed this month, because instead of the double money and RP, you can get a 4 times money and RP bonus. Before we move over to our next money method, we actually do have a sort of bonus inside the hangar, and this will be for Rooster McCraw. Pretty similar to the special cargo with Lupe, where you guys can send people off to source cargo. The hangar business also has this now, and for this event, Rooster McCraw can source 2 crates, which will be guaranteed every single time. They will also have a reduced cooldown. Just be warned though, because this will cost you $25,000, and another downside of this is you cannot pick and choose which crates are delivered. I think the only way that you could manipulate this is if you guys have full crates in different categories. For example, if you guys do not want Rooster McCraw to source medical supplies, if you guys have a full stock of medical supplies, he should source other crates. This is something that I have not tried. However, I do believe it would be quite similar to the vehicle warehouse, where you guys fill up the different types of vehicles so that you always source top range. For this next money method, we have the Air Force Zero versus mode. This will also have double money and RP. At first, I did think this was an adversary mode, but after looking through the menus in GTA Online, you will actually see it is in the versus tab. I have never tried this one, but it does look pretty fun. And with it having the double money and RP, you guys should be able to make some pretty nice cash from this. However, would I say this is worth it, especially if you guys have the hangar business? I would actually say no. Just focus on the air freight cargo this entire week. You guys will be able to make millions of dollars, but this is still a nice bonus, don't get me wrong. If you get bored of sourcing crates over and over again, this will be a nice thing to do to break that up. The last bonus that we had from this event was the Oscar Guzman mission challenges. These things will only have double money, so this will not be the Titan job with double money like last week, but this can still make you guys some pretty nice cash. I believe this is just the challenges where you guys collect the extra things like the vehicles. However, I would probably not even recommend doing this. Collecting all of the extra things in one of the playthroughs will just take so long, so if you guys are going to play these missions again, I would genuinely just play them as you would typically would, and especially because there is another sort of mini bonus attached to these missions where you guys have to complete the Titan job any anytime this week to receive a massive $200,000 bonus within 72 hours. So it's still worth playing the Titan job just to get this bonus for the event, and that is probably the only reason I would play this. I don't know about you guys, but I have got extremely bored of these missions now. I have played them so many times, but either way you look at this, it is still a really nice way to make cash. At this point in the video, we are now onto the FIB Priority File, and for this event, it will be the black box file. Completing this file will get you guys $300,000, potentially even more if you complete the challenges. The black box file is not a bad file, however the challenges might be just a little bit more annoying to complete. The only challenge that I think is a bit annoying is when you guys have to kill 5 enemies on the escape, but even then I still think it's really doable. Even if you do not complete the challenge, you are still making upwards of $300,000. As usual with these event weeks, we now have our salvage yard robberies. There is no claimable vehicle, so I always recommend just selling these ones. We have the cargo ship robbery for the Declassi Mamba. This is only a standard tier vehicle, so it will not make you guys a loss of money. We then had the McTurney robbery for the Anis Hellion and the Duggan robbery for the Canis Seminole Frontier. You will see that the last 2 vehicles here are only low tier vehicles, so only making around $250,000. So this week, salvage yard robberies are not the best things, but just selling all of them will be the best way to make cash. However, just keep in mind that salvage yard robberies can take you guys a little bit of time and preparation. Even knowing this, I still think they are pretty worthwhile because you guys can also complete challenges within the finales to get a bonus payout. And now for the final money method, we have our time trials this week. Make sure that you guys do the time trials every week. It is pretty much just some free money. The only thing that you do need is just a fast enough vehicle. So for this week, we have a new premium race, which is called 8-figure bonus. The standard time trial is Lake Vinewood Estate, and the HSW time trial is North Chumash to Palomino Highlands. If you guys can do the HSW time trial, I would always suggest doing this one. It will get you guys just a little over $250,000. Of course, you will also need to earn a HSW vehicle, and my suggestion to you is to use the Niobe. You'll see in the gameplay just how easy this is. Easily one of the most controllable and one of the fastest HSW cars. So yeah guys, that will be it for this money methods video. Of course, the air freight cargo missions will be the best thing. I will probably have a guide on this on the Sunday, so just a few days away from now, just going into more detail on these air freight cargo missions and what I have learned. In the meantime, if you guys want to make millions of dollars with the air freight cargo and the hangar, I already have an in-depth guide on this, pretty much detailing everything along with the different source missions and how you guys can source these things. So I definitely recommend that you check that out. So yeah guys, that will be all of the money methods. Leave a comment below if you guys have any questions or maybe even want to say which is your favorite money method. I think it is kind of obvious, but the hangar sell missions will be the best and they can easily make you guys millions of dollars if you just invest a little bit of time. But anyways guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. I always appreciate your support, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.